here is a strange problem that almost every Archviz artist has. You send a render, and suddenly, feedback starts arriving from everywhere. Emails, screenshots, messages saying, "Can we change this? Something feels off here," and somehow you should track all of that. There is actually a much simpler way to handle feedback. In this video, I want to show you a simple workflow using Chaos Reviews. Here I have a finished exterior visualization rendered with Corona. If you want to know how it is done, you can watch the video where I show the whole process. Anyway, instead of sending this image through email, I can upload it straight to Chaos Collaboration, the same way we do all AI enhancement work. Once the image is uploaded, we can create a review. You'll see a new tab here, Reviews. This is where the whole feedback workflow happens. First, we choose the project we want to review. Then we give the review a name. What I like to do is start the name with the year and month. Later, when you have more projects, it's way easier to find everything. The project itself is created automatically. Inside the review, we have 4 columns: To Do, In Progress for Review, and Approved. You can add files either from My Projects on Chaos Cloud or upload them directly from your computer. In this case, I'll select the images from the Concrete House project. If we click the 3 dots here, we get a few useful options. The first thing I usually do is rename the images, just to keep everything clean and organized. We also have options like Move To, which moves the image to another project, or we can copy it to other projects if needed. Another useful option is Upload New Version. This replaces the current image with an updated one. And here we can also upload a file directly from the computer. Finally, we can easily change the status of the image just by dragging it between columns. Now we can share this review with anyone involved in the project. It could be a project manager or it could be a client. And honestly, this workflow works well in both cases. All we need to do is type an email address, decide if that person can edit the review, and send the invitation. At the bottom, we also have a few settings related to comments and access. The other viewers and approvers don't need a Chaos account to participate in the process. We just need to set up the right settings in this case. For example, anyone can view, anyone can comment. Plus, we can set up the passphrase to protect the link. Another option is simply copying the review link and sending it through email or any messenger. Whenever something gets updated, everyone involved will receive a notification email. After clicking on the link, they'll see the image preview. And this is where they can start adding comments. For example, maybe the image was sent to the project manager first, just to approve it before sending it to the client. And you can see how simple the process is. Everything is interactive. There are no random comments scattered around the image. Everything stays clean and organized. You can also add links or attachments if needed. Maybe it's a reference image, a drawing, or anything else related to the project. Now, when we go back to our review dashboard, we can immediately see how many comments the image has. If something isn't clear, we can ask questions directly here. And what's great is that the entire conversation stays under the comment, so everything is in one place, easy to follow. Once you've uploaded the image and it's ready to go back into the review, you can simply replace it using Upload New Version. Again, it's a good idea to keep the file naming clean and consistent. When everything is ready, we can submit the image for review. You can see that it automatically changed the category. An important step here is choosing the approvers from the review members. Just click on the person you want to give approval permissions. That person will automatically receive an email notification that the image is ready for review. Just like before, they can leave comments directly on the image if something needs to be adjusted. After going through the review, they can either approve the image or click Return for changes. There's also an option to include a general message, in case you want to explain something or add additional notes. Just like before, you will immediately see when there's a note, changes requested, together with a comment someone left. If we open the image, we see the discussion exactly the same way as before. All the comments are attached directly to the image. You can reply, ask questions, add links, or attach references if something needs clarification. Now it's your time to apply the changes. Go back to the scene, update image, and render the new version. Once you're done, upload the updated image, and send it to the next review. When the client approves the image, it automatically moves to the approved column. So the whole process stays very clear and easy to follow. One thing I personally would love to see in the future is the ability to keep the previously reviewed version visible, maybe as another progress stage or as a small subcategory inside in progress. That way, we could always go back and see what exactly changed. We have the image comparison though, which is very useful. After uploading the new version of the image, we can see each uploaded version here. We can also compare the images, not only to spot mistakes as artists, but also to better understand what actually works for the client. Once everything is finalized, we can simply complete the review. Let me show you a couple of additional things. First, whenever you create a review, it automatically appears inside the project. Another interesting feature is that we can AI enhance images directly from the review panel, and from the client's side, all shared reviews will appear in the Shared With Me section, so everything stays in one place. Chaos Reviews feels like another step toward all-in-one workflow, from rendering to asset libraries to reviews, and even AI image enhancement. In my opinion, it's a very good start. There is definitely still room for development, but even now, it can save lots of time and reduce constant back and forward during the review process. And when you think about it, time is the most valuable asset we actually have. Thanks for watching, and all the best to you guys. Bye bye!